Well, hello from the middle of nowhere in New Mexico. Not terribly sure where I am. I'm in the beautiful Hondo Valley. Gorgeous drive. Don't think I've been here before. I'm heading to Ruidoso, which I have been through before. I was here about 15 years ago or so. En route to Tucson, Arizona. I'll be speaking in Green Valley, Tucson, and Phoenix over the next week. Just left home about Saturday afternoon. It was really late when I got out of there. It was probably 8 o'clock in the evening before I left Deep River. And I've been on the road for about 5 days now. Brutal weather. I only made it about 3-4 hours away from home, and I had to pull over in Ontario and just sleep for a while in the van and just sleep through the bad weather. It was just horrible. And so then I went from there, went across to Michigan, met up with Doug Sharp, Rich Gear, and Dan Jansen, all the guys from Revolution Against Evolution TV show in Michigan. And Dan Jansen, of course, wants to start a creation museum in Michigan. So we met with that and brainstormed over that, watched the Super Bowl game, and Rich very kindly gave me a bed and a shower that night. And then I went on through to brutal driving throughout Michigan into Indiana, 30 miles an hour, unbelievably icy roads. I probably saw 40-50 cars in the ditch, numerous pileups. It was really bad. Oh look, elevation 6,000 feet. No wonder the van's having a hard time pushing through here. Anyway, once I got through that, I managed to get to Professor M.E. Clark's house, and that was nice meeting up with him and his wife again. We'll be heading to Glenrose later on to do some research down there, so that was nice. Spent the time with them. Had some more frustrations trying to get health insurance down here and stuff. That was a hassle. So anyway, I'm heading through the mountains right now. Went on through, slept in the van one night, and went on through to Crosbyton, Texas. Met up with Joe Taylor and the folks at Mount Blanco Fossil Museum. That was good to see them again, meet up with friends, and see how things are going over there, and talk with them for a while. And then I hit the road. And one of the nice things I like doing on these long drives, and one of the reasons I like long drives so much, is aside from the spectacular scenery, you get to do a lot of geological studies and rock cuts and stuff like that. I like to call it 60-mile-per-hour geology. And so en route to the New Mexico border, got as far as just before the New Mexico border, I got pulled over by a Texas state trooper. Apparently I was doing 74-mile-per-hour geology in a site designated as 70-mile-per-hour geology. And so anyway, nicest guy in the world, he let me off. I thought that was very kind of him. Gave me a written warning, told me, keep it down, you see things better that way anyway. So cutting through the mountains now, I just came through Roswell. That was awesome. Took a couple pictures there, and went to the Tourist Information Center and got some stuff to mail back home, including a relocation package for a few people I know who I think need to move to Roswell, New Mexico, and join all the other UFOologists. Nice attention to detail in the city. And I'm heading through the mountains now, so we're on our way to White Sands, New Mexico. Been 15 years since I've been there, so that'll be nice to see that place again. Well, here we are at White Sands, New Mexico. Pretty spectacular. I've never been here before. It is just phenomenal. The sands are definitely very white, and it's kind of nice. You leave Illinois, and left Illinois. It was 9 degrees Fahrenheit. Got down the highway about an hour and a half, 2 hours to St. Louis, and it was 62. And now it's, I don't know, in the 80s here. Look at this. Unfortunately, film can't capture it. Of course, one of the ongoing debates about sand dunes and desert dunes and whatnot has to do with the Coconino sandstone, in which case we've got a whole whack of fossil footprints, all going uphill. They almost never see them going downhill. And this is in the Grand Canyon and other various outcrops. And one of the questions that arises is the claim that these were desert dunes. And so the footprints going down the hill simply weren't preserved because it was a desert. Well, let's do an experiment. Going downhill, I'm definitely leaving tracks. And in fact, what I will do is I will turn around, and I will now walk uphill right beside the other tracks. This is a pretty steep dune. Not the steepest we have here, but definitely very steep. And while the tracks are different, there's definitely tracks made both ways.